Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how we can use color images and agricultural indexes to better understand the health of a vineyard. So here we have a color image, and I want to bring in and I'm going to click this NDVI image and drag it and drop it, and it goes right on top. Now this is a grayscale image because every pixel, if we look at this, we open it up here, it's simply in a gray band from +1 to -1. And I can double click this or right click to show the properties, information source. The third one down is symbology, and we have it as a single gray, but we can actually do a single pseudo color and then hit apply, and now we have kind of a again, kind of a different way of visualizing it in a color range that might be easier for us to understand and see what's going on. Now, and this index is calculated using infrared and red light spectrums, and it creates a +1 to -1 range. So we see the red here as negative. Well, that's a lot of numbers there. There we go, -0.62 to a 1, right? And so right now, the blue is showing where all of our plants are. And essentially, healthy plants will give a higher number as opposed to, say, asphalt and pavement and dead grass will give us more closer to 0 or -1, right? And so this is useful for us to get a sense of what's going on, and we can mess around with the symbology to further help us out here. Say, for example, maybe we want to get rid of the red. We're not interested. It's not giving us any good information. We can hit OK. We can do the same thing with the orange, right? Or that spectrum near -0.2. We can hit OK and then hit apply. And then lastly, let's get rid of that orange. Those numbers are not necessarily useful to us right now, and we can hit OK and hit apply. Now we actually see the image come, the color image kind of come to the forefront. I'm going to hit OK for just a second here. In the layers panel, this essentially is a layer. We can click this on and click it off. We can also take this layer and drag it below, and then take this, and then again, if we click off, oh, there's our NDVI, and click on. So this is how easy it is to kind of manipulate the view to see what's going on. Now, if we go back again, if we could right click and go to properties and the symbology, we can use this as a way to highlight where plants are doing really good, right? In versus maybe areas that are not so much. So, for example, maybe the blue is not a good color. Maybe we want to use that and just we'll go red, right? Or orange or something, and hit OK, and then hit apply, and then we can see where it's popping. Maybe this green could be a a darker green, whoops, or something like that. You can manipulate those colors to help you kind of see those areas that are more clearly associated with areas that you say, oh, this is doing really good. Well, what's going on here versus what's going on this row, or even the rows below. And this will help us kind of focus our attention. And we can see, for example, remember from that last video that this area down here looked to be, maybe there might be some kind of an irrigation issue that occurred at some point in time, and then there's more water being funneling a plume down in this area, and we can see that in the NDVI, right? And so this is just one way for us to visualize what's going on in the vineyard by seeing areas that look like they're doing really well to areas that are not doing as much. And then depending on how granular you want to get it, this is in a mode called continuous. We can do equal interval, and we can pop up the numbers a little bit, and again, try to get maybe a different range to really see what's going on at the vineyard, right? Like what's happening at some of these rows to maybe help us identify areas that are doing well versus areas that maybe are struggling, right? Now, the next step here, this is just a visual analysis just to get a sense of what's going on. The next step would be to maybe demarcate some areas and do some zonal analysis. Zonal analysis is a quantifiable technique as opposed to this just looking around is a judgment call, a qualitative method. A quantitative method is where we demarcate areas and extract out these values, and then we can compare maybe one row to the next row, or we compare 1 month to the next month, or compare 1 year to another year to see if we can notice changes on a quantifiable level, and that would be the next video. Okay, everyone, hope you enjoyed this moving around and playing with colors. It's a lot of fun. Okay, take care. Bye.